now like to welcome officially to BYU Sports Nation the new running back, y'all, the A-Train, Aidan Robbins, who is joining us from Louisville, Kentucky right now, just a few days away from making his way to Provo, Utah. Aidan, welcome to BYU Sports Nation.
Hey, I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
You got it. Number one question I think most BYU fans want answered is, why was BYU the right fit for you right now?
Yeah, definitely. It all starts with a relationship. I've had a relationship with these coaches since I was in high school, man. So, I had a great relationship with Coach Sataki, Coach Harvey Unga, Coach AJ Stewart, who was formerly here, but now is at Oregon State. All great people, man. I love the culture that y'all are building here. Y'all have a lot of success at the running back position, offensive line, quarterback. And it's really just an intriguing offense to play in, man. And so just felt like it was the best opportunity for me.
You went to Louisville, where you're from and where you are right now out of high school, and then UNLV last year for 1,000 yards. So how close were you to actually coming to BYU out of high school?
Really close, honestly. I really would say BYU was number 2 behind my hometown. So,
when did BYU come back into the picture for you on the timeline of events here?
BYU was actually the first school to reach out to me in this transition with the transfer portal. So, that alone meant a lot to me. And then, I'm going to go back to talking about the relationships. This coaching staff has a pretty good relationship with my family as well, and that's really attractive to me as also.
And that's awesome because, look, BYU's looking for an RB1. And you mentioned the success at some of the skill positions the last couple of years, notably Jamal Williams in the NFL and Tyler Algier as a rookie. What have those meant to you in terms of what maybe you could be the next guy there?
Yeah, for sure, man. It gives me a lot of confidence that it can be done. And just with the system and Coach, Coach Grimes was here previously. But, I like what Coach A-Rod does as well. So, I'm really excited. I think I'd be a great fit in this offense.
Now, just to clarify on the eligibility front, because of the whole COVID scenario and red shirts, how much eligibility do you have remaining?
I have 2 years left.
Hey, that's news to all of our ears. I love that. What's your official height and weight, by the way? Because we see 6'2", 6'3" listed, 230.
6'3", 230.
6'3", 230. At what point were you like, yes, I'm a running back? And were you always big and strong?
Yeah, my story is kind of crazy. Growing up, I wasn't allowed to play running back because in Little League we had a weight limit. And so I would strip to my drawers, man, to try and get under the weight limit. The day of the game, and I would still be over the weight limit, so they would have to put a big fat X on the back of my helmet, which means you're not allowed to be a ball carrier. You weigh too much. So I believe my second year playing, I was the fastest guy on the team. I was over the weight limit. And on offense, I was playing right tackle, and on defense, I was playing free safety. So, yeah. And then I started playing running back in 6th grade when I got to the middle school league. In the middle school league, there's no weight limit or anything like that. So, it's free range, and that was kind of when I found my natural talent carrying the football. So,
well, I've got fantastic news. In NCAA Division I football at BYU in the Big 12, there's no weight limit, Aidan.
This big old X on the back of your helmet.
You can't put an X on the back of your helmet if you want, though. Whatever. Aidan Robbins is with us on BYU Sports Nation, transfer running back from UNLV. Aidan, recently Keaton Slovis became news for BYU football, coming in as a transfer quarterback. How do you feel about your partnership with him, both as transfers out of the portal?
Yeah, great, man. I've heard great things about him. Seen him play a couple times. But man, I'm really excited to get to work with this guy, build chemistry with him and build a bond, build a brotherhood, and, play football, man. I'm excited.
Hey, we're excited too. And it's in this new era with the Big 12. What role did that play in coming to BYU? Obviously, you said they were number 2 out of high school, but would you have come to BYU still if they were an independent? And how much of a draw was the Big 12 for you?
Yeah, for sure. I really don't think them being an independent would have necessarily took me away from coming to BYU, just because, I mean, you can look at the strength of y'all's schedule last year. You know, y'all had a very difficult schedule last year. Although you're not solidified in a conference or whatnot, you know, it's still a good opportunity to get some great film and, you know, beat some good teams, man. And with y'all going into the Big 12, it was a good opportunity because, you know, the Big 12 is a really competitive conference, you know, especially with the additions of, you know, Cincinnati, Houston, and UCF. And with Texas, Oklahoma still remaining in the conference, you know, it's really intriguing.
Aidan, it's a new year. We all set resolutions and goals. What are your goals in year one as a BYU running back going into the Big 12?
Win some football games and change my life. I'm not going to get into detail, but we're going to win some ball games this year.
Hey, that's the goal in year one, certainly. What worked for you at UNLV with 1,000 yards last year that wasn't working at Louisville?
Honestly, just getting an opportunity, man. Just getting an opportunity, getting a chance to showcase my skills and you know, do what I've been doing since an early age. So that's really all I was missing, was an opportunity and just getting a chance to showcase my abilities.
I know that you're relatively new to BYU football because you just announced, but what players have you most interacted with, and what type of relationships are you forming with current BYU guys right now?
Yeah, definitely. I would say the running back room for sure. You know, those guys are like brothers to me. It seemed like when I met, you know, a lot of those guys on my official visit, it felt like we had known each other for years, man. Falau, Miles, you know, Chris Brooks, you know, a lot of those guys, those are great dudes, man. And, you know, I wish Chris Brooks still had some more eligibility because he's a great dude. But, yeah, definitely the running back room and, you know, some of the linemen coming up to me speaking. And, you know, that was great, man. I can't wait to build a bond with these guys.
How would you describe the way you play football?
Physical, fast, and tough.
Are there any players in the NFL that you emulate?
Yeah, for sure. I would say over the course of NFL history, I do a lot of research and film watching to try and, you know, make myself the best version of myself, I could say, in terms of being a running back. You know, I'm a bigger back, so obviously I study bigger backs. You know, Derrick Henry, Eddie George, Tavius Murray, Adrian Peterson. You know, all types of bigger backs. But I also watch, you know, smaller backs, so I can work on different aspects of my game. You know, like balance and getting in and out of cuts quickly, like Alvin Kamara does. So, you know, definitely gotta, you know, you gotta love the game. You gotta love watching the game. And that's how you get better. You gotta watch the greats do it.
What's the thing you do best on a football field?
Run the pill. Tote the pigskin.
Can't wait to see it on 3rd and 4th and short and getting first downs, man.
Yes, sir. I can't wait either.
Aidan Robbins is on BYU Sports Nation. You mentioned that this is a unique BYU offense that you like and you feel like you will fit into nicely. Why do you feel like you will fit into this specific Aaron Roderick-led BYU offense?
Well, it's a physical offense. It's a physical style of play. Allows the running backs to get downhill, allows the running backs to make one cut and go, have one read. You know, I really like the way that they do blocking schemes, you know, 7-man protections, things that I haven't done. I haven't really been engaged in any 7-man protections. So that's, you know, that's really cool to do that. And then, you know, the ability to catch the ball in the backfield as well. And, you know, just to be featured in a very explosive offense.
Aidan, we're excited for you to get here. Let's talk about your timeline. When do you expect to show up in Provo and push forward?
I'll be there on the 7th.
Well, it's going to be awesome, man. And, hey, we're going to get you some BYU swag. I noticed the UNLV, love it. You still love your old school, but we'll get you some BYU stuff here soon enough, man.
Yeah, I need the blue and white, the royal blue and white.
Absolutely.
I got you.
I need some, man.
Okay, we can handle the royal. We won't put X's on any of the gear either.
I don't know. I think one on the back of the helmet would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Hey, Aidan, congratulations on your success at UNLV and on the decision to come to BYU. Cannot wait to watch you play. We'll see you on January 7th, man.
Yes, man. Thank you all so much, man. It's truly an honor.
You got it.